This video will show an example of using switches to potentially enhance one-handed gameplay using a standard controller on the PS4. We will show you how you can use a switch to walk forwards if accessing both sticks is difficult. We will be using a crosshair adapter as the console interface. First we will look at our right hand setup and then we will look at the left hand setup. This is the crosshair adapter. We will be using a Don Johnston Pro for our switch interface. To assign the switch to walk forward, we will map it to up on the left stick. We are going to use the crosshair software to do this. You will need to download the software and plug the crosshair into your PC. Using this software, you can map the controller. Here we are mapping forward on the left stick to the up directional button. You can now save this profile. We will now set up the hardware. First, ensure that the console is switched on and plug the official PS4 controller into the USB slot on the side of the crosshair. Now plug the Don Johnston Pro into one of the USB slots at the bottom of the crosshair. You can now plug the switches into the Don Johnston. For walk forwards, plug this into the row that includes the up arrow key. Now plug the crosshair into the PS4. To set up the walk forwards button, press the button on top of the Don Johnston until the LED light moves to the top. Here we will show how the walk forwards button will do the same thing as pushing up on the left analog stick, which will make you walk forwards in game. You can have the buttons positioned wherever you can press them. Here we will be using a buddy button for walk forwards and another one for aim. We will be using these as foot switches. You need to make sure that any extra buttons are programmed to the same row of buttons on the Don Johnston. Here we are using the right arrow key for L2. You can still use the right analog stick for looking around in game. The green button is acting as walk forwards and the red button is acting as aim. Left hand setup. To set this up for left hand use, first go into the game menus and set the sticks and buttons to left-handed modes. In some games these may be called southpaw or lefty. We will now go into the accessibility options to remap the face buttons to the D-pad. You can find these in the title screen in settings and then go to accessibility. Now go to button assignments. We will now customize the button assignments to a left-handed setup. We will map up on the D-pad to triangle, right to circle, left to square and down to X. Now the D-pad will act as the face buttons, the left stick will allow you to look around and the foot switches will still act as walk forwards and aim. You can have two Don Johnstons working at once, which would allow you to have up to as many as 10 switches if you feel that you need extra external buttons. Here are a variety of switches that we might use, which can be positioned where you can press them.